And we are back, we are here, we are present, we are alive amongst the living and the dead, but we are here, okay? So today, of course, is going to be the weekend reading. That means we're going to be going ahead and getting the reading for the weekend, what to expect, what it's going to look like, things of that sort, and what it can entail for us, okay? I already shuffled the proverb for the day, and we got 52. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? It's been so long. Um, let's go ahead and get there. I believe we actually have 52 a little while ago, and also in our Wednesday reading as well. So 52 is keeping still above mountain, below mountain. Mountains close together enhance each other's stillness and stability. I love that for you. I love that for you. Um, they form a sanctuary where the demands of the world can be set aside and all movement ceases. When one enters into such a spirit of stillness, restlessness disappears. The heart is soothed into quietness. The time of keeping still will be followed by a time of movement. But for now, this movement is all there is. So the movement of stilling your body is, like I said, it is a movement, because right now restlessness can be doing a whole lot of work without an actual purpose, just to distract yourself. Anxiety, bitterness, depression, worry, anger, irritability, all of those things are a part of restlessness, because your body's not at rest when it feels like it's on high alert mode, high defensive mode, high protective mode. It's like your ego is in overdrive in a means of like doing something to help, to protect you, to lead you, whatever it is. And it's in this means of understanding that you don't have to do all that. Sometimes when you're feeling like there's a lot going on, you have to process a lot, deal with a lot, thinking about a lot, or you are feeling all of those emotions. Being still is also movement, because now you're able to process things, think about things. You're still allowing that to flow, but it's basically saying this is rest before the actual movement needs to happen, right? So enjoy this weekend, right? Calm down, take a break, take a nap. Don't go to as many things as you feel like you need to, you know. Spend some time, journal, meditate, yoga, go out in nature, go out and explore, right? Relax, clean your home, change it around, do what you need to do. But at this moment, it is saying that restlessness of feeling like you have to move, have to think, have to do. It's like having your hands on everything, doing everything, feeling everything. So now it's not a good time. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into, pull that out soon, into what we're gonna get into, what the weekend's gonna look like for the collective. Okay. What to expect, what it holds, what it entails for you. What's gonna be going on. Okay. Gotta take that up soon. Spirit, what do we have for the collective for this weekend in regards? Spirit, what do we have for the collective in regards for activities, movement, and or what to look out for experience this weekend? Alright, go ahead. We have new moon. We actually just are, what is today, Friday? So new moon was on Wednesday and Thursday. New moon is about a new start, a new beginning, new relationships, a clean slate, an understanding, setting up a plan or putting that plan into motion. It is the cultivation of what the beginning is, right? It's new information, providing new resources, new outlooks, new perspectives, whatever it is, right? It's taking all that in and understanding that and how that works for you. Okay? Then we also have healer, right? It is a means of you may encounter somebody that will help you on your healing process, on your healing journey, and or you are also doing the healing work for yourself, right? You are taking that moment and understanding maybe why I'm feeling so restless is because I haven't thought about myself in a while, right? I love myself, but do I like myself enough to actually care about myself and tend to myself and the environment around me, right? Am I actually willing to heal the environment around me as well? That's where it also leads back to maybe cleaning up your home, getting a little bit more structure, rearrange your house if that's what you need to do just to kind of open it up. So healer, you'll go through some healing this weekend. You'll be going through some rejuvenation this weekend, some releases this weekend, which means it may come, which is why I really want you to be still in the proverb, is that stability, that foundation, is that it may come with things happening all around you where it's like, damn, shit just keeps popping off, shit just keeps happening, it keeps going on. But as you're being still and you're recognizing that this is a new start, it allows you to actually spend that on healing, right? Having fun, that excitement, that going out and enjoying the world, being grateful for what's going on, but also taking a closer look inside into what you don't want to take with you on this new journey, right? The habits that aren't working, the addictions that aren't working, the people that aren't working, the mind structure that isn't working, the sleep schedule that isn't working, the plan that isn't working for the goal that you're looking for. Whatever it is, it's a means of healing all of that, right? And we're not just cracking over it, we're actually seeing why is there cracks in the foundation in the first place. Okay, so we have divinity. This is to call on the outside forces, right? The outside realm, your ancestors, your orishas, your guides, your deities, the fairies, the elementals, right? The elemental spirits as well. So it's a means of calling on that, right? They're here, they're around. So look for signs, messages. Not, you don't have to search, but just pay attention to that and recognize that you are not alone. That there are outside forces that are working for you to come into this new experience, this new life, this new love, this new joy, right? It's this understanding that there's beauty, there's magic all around, there is abundance all around in more than one way. Okay, so with divinity coming in, especially for this weekend, it's a matter of with you going out there and experiencing new things or having a new mindset for yourself and what you're doing with this healing process. Call on other elementals if you're feeling like, okay, how do I do this? How do I go about this? How does this work? Or I need help, or just to talk and communicate them in good relationship. The next one that we have is truth. Speaking truth is needed at this moment in time. Authenticity. If you're feeling like you're not able to be at the fullest liberation of self, authentic self, right? It's a means of also wanting to take a look at that. And it's hard to kind of do that if your body is restless, on high alert mode, because you're looking at everything suspiciously. You're over analyzing things, so you could be missing things because you feel like, oh, I'm looking at these details, but you're not looking at the bigger picture and how the details come together. So truth is needed at this time. You need to speak your truth. You need to be more outspoken. You need to be more vocal. You need to be more honest with yourself and honest with what you are cultivating and what you want to create. Which also leads back to that Wednesday midday check-in, which is realizing where are my heart matched up with my desires. Finding the truth for that. Is what I'm doing, is what I want to cultivate, is it even lining up with what I want to do in the long run, what I want to cultivate? Am I just doing it because right now I'm out of scarcity, out of fear, out of worry, out of disappointment, out of jealousy, out of bitterness, right? So taking all of that in and realizing new beginnings, new light shining in on the shadows, so that way you can properly heal yourself even more. This is a new beginning. So the truth, start writing down your truth, start speaking it, start calling people out. It's a means of truth needs to be spoken at this time. You need to be very vocal about it, especially in the healing process. Okay, our last bottom part, which is cool, which is boundaries. Make sure that you are enforcing your boundaries, especially at this time, because you will want to enjoy life, you will want to rest, you will want to relax, you will have to be more I want to say aggressive and dominant in your life. You have to say, like the Wednesday card said, I am taking control of my destiny, and that is also what you have to do in this new cultivation for this weekend. So if you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you feel something, speak that. If you are ready to be open and honest about what you're setting forward, do that. If you actually are wanting to reuse your resources, you have to be truthful about the resources that you need, whatever it is, okay? Now now we're going to go ahead and look in love. Whew. Anything else, Spirit, in regards to love for this weekend? Hydrate always. All right, anything else before I close it out, Spirit, in regards to love this weekend? What the hell? Anything else, Spirit, for the entire collective? Gosh. this weekend. Alrighty. So I know we were dealing with some family issues, some family troubles, some family dynamics at the beginning of the week for the week layout itself. So right now we are revisiting that situation as well as romantic relationships as well. So for the romantic relationship, it is saying release the past. Releasing the past is not just releasing the person they're no longer in your life. It's releasing what may have hurt you in that relationship, right? Release the expectations of somebody else living up to that. And what I mean by that is sometimes you may see somebody doing something, you get triggered by something else that happened in the past relationship. And instead of like finding that and releasing why you're feeling that way and either communicating with that person or realizing that this person is not that person or whatever it is, you're holding on to it. So even in the instance of that, it's a means of releasing that, releasing why you're feeling that way, releasing it and understanding that's the way you can dive deeper. If you are still thinking about the person and you're trying to find that in another person, release the past. If you are, it's just a means of releasing false expectations of the present from the past. Okay, so again, that mindset of how relationships are supposed to go and or past relationships that you had, you want to release your own control that you feel like you need to have on this relationship because of what happened in the past. Which if you don't release things, you feel like I gotta do this, so that way this doesn't happen. You're not realizing it's like the more you fight your destiny, the more you're actually falling into it more. Personal experience. So releasing the past and letting go and actually recognizing, am I truly ready to take the step forward? Am I still, and you can always still love a person and be healed from them and releasing them, but it's a means of, am I trying to get rid of the love that I have for this person in a means of me not actually releasing it and me just trying to move past it. And I'm really keep slipping and tripping myself up over this dust under the carpet. Okay? The next one that we have is options, which is also why you want to release the past. Because if you have options, you have different people that you are talking to, that you are dating, that you are interacting with, that you are putting your energy into, your time. You're interested in these people. You want to know about them. You have options. You have choices. It's not just one slate. So that's also why you want to release the past, because then you want to make sure that you're not choosing someone out of the direct point of what the past is that you're holding on to. When you release it, you allow that expansion, right, of things that you actually truly want to cultivate. So you have options and take that into recognition, right? So if you are taking past hurt and trauma or insecurities or any of that, you have to recognize that there's a reason that there are multiple people that want to be with you. We have open up. We have, this card is so hilarious because it's just a lock on a gate that doesn't really need to be there. So it's in a means of, again, you putting up these borders, these walls, these things, and it's different than boundaries. It's different than what you are looking for in a partner. It's different than that. It's just like that control thing. It can lead back to that, because if you're not open, you want to make sure that you're controlling everything, so that way when you feeling decide to be open, it's like, yeah, I'm ready. But that also doesn't allow you to truly be yourself. That doesn't allow you to be at ease. It doesn't allow you to enjoy the experience. It doesn't allow you to enjoy the company of others and actually receive love either. It doesn't allow you to receive love, adoration, recognition. It doesn't to allow you to experience that, because if you're locked in and you're not actually open, the door is closed, nothing's going in or out, right? So you want to make sure that if you have all of these options, that you are utilizing it in a way that is truly expansion and not in a way of like forgetting. The next one that we have is falling in love. If you want to fall in love, do that. But it's going to be quite hard to do that if you are not being truly real with yourself, which leads back to the truth card for this weekend as well, and then the divinity as well, and calling on that and being like, I need to release. I'm not. If you don't know how to do it, that's fine. But cultivating that and understanding that is being open and honest. So if you truly want to fall in love, you have to be open. You have to recognize that it is more than just one person that's going to love you, more than one way that you deserve to be loved, especially if it didn't work out in the past. Okay? So be open to giving as well as receiving. Remove that lock, remove that bondage. Okay? For family, we got family. We got the family card again, which is your chosen family or your blood family, right? This is about dynamics in your relationship, mother, father, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, whatever it may be, whatever it may have you, niece, nephew, okay? It's about family dynamics, your relationships with them, how you view them, the interactions with your life, how prominent or strong you feel about them, your intimacy, like your relationship with your family. We have, it is safe to fall. So you may be, somebody could have, I'm hearing they may have reached back out to you, or they may have came to you, they're like, this is what's going on, this was happening, this is what I want for our relationship. And in some means you're like, I don't know. And in some means of like, this person, now I'm putting in the work, I'm understanding what I want from this, and I'm realizing what I need to do. And this relationship, in order for you to also have that reciprocated, right? So it is safe to fall, or is it a means of you wanting to reach out to a family member maybe and or connect to them? It is safe to fall in that manner, right? So it means of understanding I can trust this person. They are my family. True family values, true core values, right? That vulnerability, that opening up, that allowing that in, that new moon, that new start for this cultivation, which we also got for the weekend cards of that new beginning. Okay, we also have commitment. Again, they are wanting to be committed to this relationship. They want to be in your life, not in the means of just to be there with the title, but to actually be there, and they're interested in you and your topics and hobbies. They want to spend time with you. They want to actually have that strong bond of where it's like, hey, my kids can come over your house and vice versa, or we're like taking family trips. It's like it's this commitment to the relationship that you guys are cultivating, which is also why it is safe to fall with this family member. We have relocating, which can be a person that decided to move back and they decided to integrate with their family, or their family moving there, or maybe you're deciding to move with your family somewhere, and it's like a big move, and you're like, I don't know, and they're like, no, it is going to be safe to fall to move with them. And or to even move away from them. I'm hearing that it is going to be still a strong foundation. So if you're like, I don't want to leave my family, I don't want to go out on my own, it's really saying it is safe to relocate, because that commitment that they have, the bond that you are creating and or have cultivated already, it is already there. So it is safe to fall and release and trust in yourself that it's not going to fall apart in any means. Okay, so that is what we have for love, both romantically and camera. Okay, now we're gonna get what is and isn't working. I'm doing pretty good on time. It's really good. Get what is and isn't working for this weekend. Spirit, what isn't working for the collective? What isn't working for the collective for this weekend? Anything else that isn't working for the collective before I move on? Anything else that isn't working for the collective before I move on? What is working for the collective this? What is working for the collective this weekend? What is working for the collective this weekend? Right. Anything else that is working for a close it out, Spirit? Anything else that is working for a close it out? You only got 2 cards for what it is, but it's beautiful cards because they just tell you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into what isn't working. So the first one that we have for what isn't working is I release you in your negativity, take back your power. So this card is a means of letting you know that in this moment in time, the way, and oh look, geez Louise, pumpkin and cheese. Sometimes when you can't release something in or someone, it's because it is still something that you have given them, right? And then there's still that attachment. It's like a tether, a line, a string, right? It's this power, the power of thinking about them continuously, worrying about them, wanting to spend your time, your energy, all of this stuff, right? Or It's like, damn, the dreams, it's something in this connection. It's like you haven't released them because you haven't quite healed yet. So you're thinking about the scenario, you're thinking about the conversation, you're thinking about what you could have did, you could think about what you should have said, and the last one, what they should have done, and how it could have worked, and that is not releasing that person and or the negativity, right? Because you're still continuously going and mulling over something, mulling and mulling and mulling over it, and it's not getting you anywhere because you haven't actually released it. You're just continuously thinking about it. It's like accountability when you're like, oh, I know I did something wrong, but you're not actually taking the actions to fix what you did wrong. Just because you're aware that you're thinking about somebody and worried about them and all these things, is like, why am I thinking about a person that is not here? They're not present. They're not in my life. We don't have a connection, or whatever it is, right? Whoever it may be, or whatever it may be, whatever the situation may be, you're still holding on to it, and you feel like, oh no, I don't think about them. It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. It's like it's a means of, again, that truth coming out, being open and honest with how this is and has affecting you, and taking back your power, because you give your power away also when you lie to yourself, right? Because if you're not being real with yourself, there's no solid foundation for the power to actually generate and keep charging on. So get it together. I release you and your negativity. I take back my power is an affirmation. I release you and your negativity, and I take back my power. Because it's a means of, again, I need my power in order to heal myself from the negative shit that you were causing in my life. But you can't do that if you're holding on to it, okay? The next one leads to take care of your body. Time to move. Bless me, okay? So I want these affirmation burps, these confirmation burps. Take care of your body. Time to move. Exercise, stretch, dance, yoga, meditate, hula shake, jump rope, hopscotch, whatever it is. Go out in nature. Take a hike. Take a swim. Take care of your body, right? Your body is, even sometimes when your body is tired, right? Sometimes when your body is tired, it's hard for the spirit to move. It is hard for you to feel like, to will yourself, right, into it. Like, I'm thinking about it, and you still haven't moved, right? That's what Spirit is saying. It's with the Proverb card, that is movement in its own, of being still. Again, it is time to heal yourself at this time. New things are happening. You are going through a transformation. You are being reborn. You are like a baby. It is time to take care of your body. You are very sensitive. You are very hyper aware. You want to make sure, again, you're taking back your power. You have your energy. You are calling on a divinity, the outside forces, and you are making sure that you are taking care of your body. So that way, like it said, when it actually is time to move, your body is equipped to actually move the way it needs to. So take care of your body, right? And again, it's not in a means of just doing work and continuously being restless. No, it's in a means of stretching and alleviating that, because the more that you move, your muscles start to crack, your muscles your muscles get stronger, your joints start to crack, your body starts to have more energy, starts to be more focused, you start feeling better about yourself. It's all of these things. It's the outside working on the inside, the same way the inside can help work on the outside, which leads to we're still in the body, which is brush your teeth and wash your ass. This is a means of letting you know that stop skimping out on even the minor things about yourself, right? If you're like, I don't feel like doing, just sometimes taking those minor steps, especially somebody that deals with depression, when I start slipping on those steps of just doing the small things to take care of myself, like, oh, I'm not gonna lotion my body today. It starts there, and then slowly, and just like, I don't feel like getting up today. I don't feel like moving. I don't feel like showering today. So it's a means of, again, when you are going through something, like I said, being still while chaos is going around can be hard because you feel like you want to take it all in. And that's also why you want to take back your power. That's also why you want to move your body. That way you're also connected with it, and you're listening to it more, and you're more in tune. So don't start slipping on the small things about yourself. Oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't do that today. I didn't take my vitamins today. And I didn't drink that much water today. I haven't eaten today. That's what this card is saying. It's saying stop slipping up on the minor things about yourself. Like I said, you're looking at every little detail, and you're missing the bigger picture, and how the bigger picture has those smaller details into it. But the more you're trying to control everything in every aspect, you're not looking at everything as a whole, and you're realizing you're starting to neglect yourself. Okay? We got be watchful of the Pinocchios. Pinocchios is, some people call them NPC. I like Pinocchios better. Yeah, and somebody that was just cultivated and created to, it's not really think about themselves. Not, it's a person that, I'm hearing it. It's like my brain isn't really thinking. It's a person that doesn't think for themselves. That's why I couldn't get out. It's a person that when they're around other people, they act a certain way, right? They're just like they're easily adaptable, but not in a way of like, oh, I'm adapting to this environment in a means of not changing myself, but in a means of they change themselves, right? You never know what to expect from this person. They're easily persuaded. They're very gullible. It's just like, oh, why did you? Really, it's like they take every outside thought, everything that's said, and they take it into themselves. So we watch for Pinocchios because they're easily adaptable to those around them, and sometimes they don't think about themselves because it's the outside Jiminy Crickets in their brain and not their actual own consciousness. So be mindful of people that aren't considerate, be mindful of people that don't want to understand, be mindful of people that aren't patient while you are going through this, be mindful of people that question your boundaries or things of that sort, be mindful of people that when their morals aren't lining up with their inside morals aren't lining up with the outside morals, meaning their actions. So you're saying one thing but you're really thinking and feeling another. So again, we watch with Pinocchios, people that are just there but not actually being present in their own life. Okay? So the last card that we have for what isn't working is things are changing and evolving for your good and betterment. 555. Hydrate. Things are changing and evolving for your good and betterment. 555. That means that you don't want to be the own hindrance to your betterment. You don't want to be the person that is blocking your own way. You don't want to be the only person that's tripping yourself up. You don't want to be the person that's questioning yourself, doubting yourself, unsuring yourself. You don't want to be the person that's just like, no, I have to do every single thing. You're not actually allowing yourself to receive resources, advice, and for whatever it is, right? So for your betterment, don't fight change because it is chaos. Change can look like chaos. It doesn't have to be neat and packed up in a row. Not everything works that way, right? So change can be chaos. Beauty can be chaos or a little bit messy, right? If we're thinking about flowers and the pollen that they have and how it can get on your clothes and stain it, you're looking at the beauty of it and you're just like, it's radiant, but it can also have that if you're not cautious, right? So just take that in. Just be cautious of the beauty. Don't fight it. Don't get rid of it. Don't try to do this. I got to do this. And now you're stained with all of it. What is working is protect your light by diving into your shadow. This is about doing shadow work. This is about doing inner child healing. This is about doing an ancestral veneration. This is about protecting your light by diving into your shadow. It is quite hard to know what parts of you it's quite hard to know how you operate, how you think, and how you feel if you don't even know the shadow parts of yourself because you don't feel like you actually have a light or presence. But this is working for you. So continuously doing that healing, like the weekend layout said, be ready for this new moon, start writing things down, start recording yourself, just having that outline of truth. Protect your life by diving into your shadow. When you dive into your shadow, you know yourself, you know your subconscious. You're like, oh, that's why I have that thought. Yeah, right? Because not every thought is me, right? So protect your light. That'll also help you with setting boundaries, being more vocal, speaking up, knowing your worth, being able to liberate and help others by inspiring them to tap into that as well. So shadow work, inner child healing, things of that sort, that is what is needed for this weekend, which is also I got the healer and the divinity card as well, because you won't be doing that alone because you weren't alone your entire life. So the last one that we have is not close to being done, more work to do. That's why I said they only gave you 2 cards because it's very short, sweet, and simple. The more work to do is that shadow work. It's that planning, is that resting. Because it's about to get moving. It's about to get jam-packed. You're about to have lots of clients. You're about to have lots of deals coming in. You're about to start a new job. You're about to start a new relationship maybe. Or you are traveling. You are setting up whatever it is that you are doing and cultivating. It's a means of rest now. Because you're not going to be able to rest for a while. And we don't need restlessness in a body that's supposed to be calm. Okay? So that has been the weekend reading for the collective. that you guys enjoyed it and got something from it. Only take what is needed. Okay? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. With others that may want to see it, may want to hear this message, and also just so I can continuously share with more people. I do these live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and or special astrology day. You can watch them under Latisse_moon on my platform. And you can also book a reading with me as well. I love you guys. Enjoy your fucking weekend. Be safe. Be kind to yourself, loving to yourself, and care about yourself. And I love you, but love yourself more. Until next time.